Good morning, George BRUNO here, also known as the Sultan of Silver, and let me give you my 30-day impression of the carnivore diet. I'm on my 5th week right now. All I've eaten is meat. I've cheated one day. I don't like the word cheat, but that's like when I've had carbs and so forth and went out to dinner and had a drink and so forth. But all of my other meals have been 100% meat. My biggest concerns were, number one, was that I wouldn't be able to go to the bathroom. You think that meat stops you up? Wrong. You will go to the bathroom on a regular basis. That's not an issue. Testosterone levels, up. Just had them done. Up. I don't know what my baseline is. I guess I'll have it done in another 60 to 90 days. As far as a feeling full and hunger and crashes, that damn blue jay, man. I'm never hungry. I'm not craving anything. It did help me with my sugar thing, because I do like sweets and I do love carbs. I'm a pasta and pizza guy. I love a bagel and coffee for breakfast in the morning, but I will tell you this, and that was going to be the hardest thing that I was going to deal with. I knew that. A carb addiction really is a sugar addiction. So I completely kicked that. 100%, it's gone. Things you have to remember if you want to do carnivore diet. Now, there are some people who have a carnivore lifestyle. I just tried a carnivore diet for, now it's 4.5 weeks. I'm going to do 5 weeks. I didn't work out because I wanted to see how much weight that I would lose and how lean I would get just from doing that. I do not feel deprived. I've tried everything. Let me put it this way. I tried balanced meals for decades. And you know what it got me? High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, and some other things. Guess what? Blood pressure down. No, zero issues. 1 year ago, my sugar readings, my diabetic sugar readings, were 270, through the roof, after 2 hours. You always measure it after 2 hours. You know what it is now? 108. The only thing that's changed is what I eat. Now today, I'm going back to the gym. I haven't been to the gym in 5 weeks because I wanted to see just what this would do. I've done a few push-ups, that type of thing, but let me back up and show you the results. This is what we have right here. I have kind of trimmed down. I've leaned up a little bit. I do feel looser skin on me, obviously, because a lot of the fat underneath has gone, and now there's just skin. So I need to tighten that up by pumping up the muscles a little bit. Now, I didn't do a bunch of push-ups before I did this video, so I'm not like, I don't have a pump like a lot of guys will, you know, hit the floor and do a bunch of push-ups and chin-ups and kind of get like a little pump before they go on camera. I didn't do any of that. So I just wanted to be pure in my representation of what I'm doing. When I back up, belly flat, absolutely flat. I feel good. No six-pack yet, but it's flat. Sleeping well. I feel good. Zero cravings. I'm never hungry. I usually eat twice a day. In the morning, I have a steak. In the evenings, I will have some other type of meat. I'm full throughout the whole day. As I'm cutting hair and so forth, zero hunger. Zero. Nothing. It's the best. I feel light. I don't feel like a thud when I'm walking. I feel like I'm floating when I'm walking. As far as pure weight loss is concerned, nothing else has been as effective. I know if I was exercising more that my results would be even more incredible, but I just wanted to make sure. I wanted to kind of like isolate this quote-unquote diet, because I'm not really into diets. I'd rather have a lifestyle than a diet, but I want to isolate it and see what leaves my life. Weight left my life, Any sugar issues gone. I was controlling a lot of that with diet anyways. Blood pressure, my goal is to get 100% get off any blood pressure medication. I take a very low dose right now to keep it normal. The key is now in about 30 to 60 days, I go back to the doctor. I just want to see where I'm at with all of that and look at my lab work. Now, I'm 5'11". Before I started this, I was about 212. Now I'm about 198. So by doing nothing but changing this, I lost what? 14 pounds. And now this is my 5th week. My goal is to get to what I would call my fighting weight, which I was always a very bulky guy. My fighting weight now, when I'm healthy and I float and I'm lean and my clothes, well, I have to get new clothes. That's the other thing, too. I'll tell you about that in a second. Would be about 185. That's what I want. I want to get down to about 185. So 5'11", 185. That's going to be lean and mean. That's a good weight for me. That's the weight that I was before I was married. That was the weight that I was back in the 80s and 90s. And then it just like piled on and got as high as 260. I've done a great job of keeping that off for many years now. Many years. So it's not just like and I haven't gone up and down, so my lifestyle stuff is really good. As far as expense, I usually will get meat at the end of a day when all the meat goes 50% off at my local market, and then I bring it home and put it right in the freezer. I use my George Foreman grill for all my meat. Be careful of anything processed. That is not good. The best meat, ribeye, because it's marbled. You don't want super lean. You want like low or no carb and high fat. Fat is not, let me put it this way, fat is not your enemy. This whole low fat craze over the past 20 years is bullshit. I'm telling you right now, it's bullshit. If you eat fat, you'll lose fat. Okay? One of the mantras for the carnivore diet is this: eat meat, drink water. I wake up, I slam a pint of water. In a little while, I will make a steak. And then what I'll do is I will drink a glass of water, like a pint glass of water, before I have the steak. And then while I'm having it, I have another pint that I'm just sipping. Always room temperature water, so I keep some jugs of water in the cabinet. I don't take the cold water out of the refrigerator thing, because I just feel I can't drink that much water. Drinking ice cold water is harder than drinking room temperature water. It's not a shock to the body. What else? The dry skin is going away. Any autoimmune stuff just disappears. Autoimmune issues, which just means the body is fighting itself. Those issues just kind of, they go away. You will get bored, so I do things like I go to like this West African restaurant and I get a meat platter that has curried goat, jerk chicken, oxtail, and fish on it. Now I'm going to start having some fish. I'm going to start incorporating very, very few carbs in my lifestyle again, because I'm a pizza and pasta guy and bagels. That was my downfall. It's because I had a sugar addiction. So I would give it a try. I think it's the only thing that has truly worked for me, and I feel that has given me hope, and it's not a diet. I'm incorporating it in a lifestyle. You don't want to be a buzzkill.